Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about one of the major setbacks I have been dealing with September, and that is budget burnout. As you can tell about the title, today I'm here to discuss about the things that we normally feel from time to time when we budget this intensely. And I say this intensely because not a lot of people budget the way that we budget, you guys. I have a planner of, my whole entire year's worth of finances. I budget every time I get paid and I track my expenses. And that's not normal day-to-day life with other people. And I think because of that intensity, we tend to suffer from budget burnout. And today I'm just here to tell you guys that, if you feel it, it's completely fine because I'm feeling it to the max right now. And it's not to say that I don't care about what's going on with my money or how I'm spending or anything like that, but it's just a state of mind where you just don't give a rat's butt of what's going on with your money, how you're spending it, if you're tracking it, if you're not, how's it coming in, how you're making life possible. That is what budget burnout is. And the part about it is that most people, they do it, every day, life to life, on their own. But I'm always on camera for you guys, and when I experience it, you guys experience it as a lack of content. And it's not because I don't want to be on here, but it's just I cannot find the motivation to just talk about money and talk about like how nice things are, like how things are going, because budget burnouts can happen in different ways and different manners. I've experienced budget burnout before. I think you guys experienced it with me through this channel. I've fallen off the wagon hard. I think July was one of them, maybe even April, and maybe even February when I was moving. But the budget burnout that I'm feeling this month is the lack of moving forward, if that's a way to say it. When I was on my debt-free journey, I would feel like, I wasn't paying debt fast enough. I wasn't getting income fast enough. And I was burning myself out because I was like throwing all this money and I wouldn't see progress. Well, 3 years later, the progress finally ended. I was like, yay, I did it. But now, I guess when you're in like baby step 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, who knows, since I do follow the Dave Ramsey plan, it kind of becomes difficult once that goal in mind of becoming debt free is no longer there and you have to make new goals. And my goal right now is to save, and I've saved 3 months worth of expenses. My goal was to do 6. However, that motivation has lacked so hard that I'm literally now in the month of September not caring to save, not caring to track expenses, not caring to even budget, you guys. I did say I was gonna budget every time I got paid through my shop and take you guys along with it, but honestly this month I'm just like, okay, my bills are paid, the rest I'll figure out when I need to figure it out, and that figuring out hasn't come by until like now when we're about to be in October. So this month to say has been super interesting. But anywho, like I was saying, my budget burnout experience is through like savings goals. To me, I feel like, okay, I have this savings goals, and then what? And when I reach that goal, what's the point of it? Because how I like to think about it is that I have a savings goal and that end plan has, an outcome. However, when I'm thinking of my savings goals, I think of my emergency fund, I'm and having that stability. Okay, I checked off half of it, 3 months, checked off, okay. I didn't feel much of excitement anymore. Like, yeah, it's great to see, chunks of money in your savings accounts, but now you're left with, okay, now I need to set a new goal. And the only goals that I kind of really have is home buying, that is like what a normal person at my age wants to get towards to. However, living in California, you guys, let's be honest, I don't even think that's a possibility. Now I know I have tons of people like, oh yeah, you can do it, get a mortgage, do this, and that. I understand that, but houses here, and even in the worst parts of the area, are $700,000 to $1 million. Okay, and everyone's like, oh, just wait it, the market will crash, I don't know about y'all, but California doesn't seem to be crashing. And even then, I feel like it's not even a realistic goal anymore. Not gonna lie. And I think that is where that shift of budget burnout feels, because I'm like, okay, well, if I don't feel this goal is gonna happen, what's the, like, what am I budgeting for? Like, what am I saving for? Like, I can save and save and save, and I'm like, but there's no point to it, you know? And that's where like my mind has kind of settled into. And I just want to go ahead and just like, you know, communicate that with you guys, because I feel like most people do experience budget burnouts. However, no one really talks about it. But I will say that one of the effects, one of the horrible effects that budget burnout happens, at least in my scenario, is that I end up just blowing my money. I've done that. I've done that, I think, 2-3 times now. I've literally, hold. I've literally gone to Nordstrom, bought myself everything I wanted, gotten that high of like endorphins or whatever you guys want to call it, and now I have stuff, and then I'm back to being budget burnout. So it has the effect of different ways, at least in my situation, and I just want to go ahead and communicate with you guys, because I feel like once in a while people tend to fall off the wagon, whether it's paying off debt or saving and stuff. But sometimes we step off and not have a goal in mind, and then we're lost into the next transition of what we want our budgets to do. Like I said, as being part of the budget community and the planner community with stickers and stuff, we intensely budget. We like micromanage our finances, if that's even a way to saying it. And once that micromanaging is so overwhelming and overloading, you kind of just like, whoa, I need to back up, and I have no idea how to figure out what's next in, you know, looking over my numbers. I don't know about you guys, but I obsess over my numbers all the time, constantly. Like, I'm about to get paid, I break it down. What am I going to do with the spare? I'm like, okay, I've hit my savings goal, so that I still have more spare. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I think it's that mentality that really just triggerizes the burnout. And it's hard to go back to a place where you were content in being so aggressive with personal finances. And that's where I'm finding myself today. I've gone the whole month of September just like not caring, letting stuff pile on, not like debt or anything like that, but it's just like I just let, like, you know, I didn't budget for paycheck 1. I'm gonna go ahead and do that all together for paycheck 2. And then paycheck 2 comes around, I'm like, it's alright, I paid the bills I needed to be paid. Then I'll just figure out the rest in paycheck 3. And now we're at the end of the month, and I have not once sat down and just looked over my expenses, looked over my transactions, my rollover amounts, not even zero-based budget. I haven't even looked at my budget planner once since setting up my budget, and it's kind of like insane, because that is how the burnout is felt, where you don't even want to look at your planner, you don't even want to think about your finances. I think I've just been swiping, and I'm like, well, I know there's money in there. I can keep going if I wanted to let myself loose. And it's an intensity that I'm not sure how long it'll last for some people. But for me, I've come to the point where like, oh shit, a whole month has passed by, and wow, I'm leaving you guys like hanging, like, hey, what's going on with her? What's going on with her content? Where's her budgets? Like, you know, is she updating us? And I just wanted to say, I spent a whole month ignoring everything. And I'm hoping for October I will be back on track. But I just wanted to let you guys know that the reason for it is that budget burnout is a thing. I've experienced it a couple of times in this journey. You will experience it. It's not uncommon. I just don't think there's much people talking about it, because a lot of people are not on camera. They're not on YouTube laying out all their personal shit online. But I wanted to just get on here and be like, hey, I'm going through this. I'm fine. Things are going great, but I just don't care for numbers right now. But October is here, and I'm gonna just get my ass back into the groove of it, because I feel like, you know, I need a reset. Basically, it's what we all need sometimes. And I'm here to say that, you know, it's okay. It's okay to have budget burnout. It's gonna happen. But we just all gotta learn to like get back on the horse and figure out life all over again. But just don't be like me and blow half of your money on stuff, even though like it makes me really happy and I'm happy that I have all my stuff. Because I will use it because I do need a new wardrobe and stuff. I haven't bought clothes in who knows how long, you guys. It was like one of my main goals, you know, like once you become debt free, be like, oh, you know, I want to revamp my closet. I want to, you know, get stuff that I've been, you know, putting on the back burner because I want to pay off debt. And I think that is the point where I'm at, where I'm like, okay, I've been saving and saving and saving, and I kind of want to put me and my happiness and like my splurging first. And I've done that for the month of September, and I'm like, okay, I need to get back to being serious. And I think that's where October might take a shift, where I'm like, I'm not going to concentrate so much in savings anymore, since I do have my 3-month emergency fund. I did want to do 6 months, but I felt like I was just building and building to something that I just didn't care for. And I think that that is where my mind shift needs to go. I need to switch my mind to making, you know, my happiness a priority, in, you know, being able to like, you know, enjoy the extra like wealth that I now have because I don't have credit card payments or anything like that. And, you know, be okay that sometimes if I don't zero base budget, it will not be the end of the world. So yeah, anyway, that is just my little spiel. I know it's like a little rant and a little rambling, but that is just what's going on. And hopefully the next video I'll just come on here and just close my monthly budget, because I did not paycheck budget, you guys. I'm laying it out there. I didn't paycheck budget at all, but I did survive my first month of being self-employed fully, you guys, fully, no lie. I got my rent paid, I got all my bills paid, and tomorrow, Tuesday, is actually another payday. And that actually is gonna have to go towards October, so I'm gonna go ahead and close off September, call it a day on it, not care about my finances. I'll just write down the numbers for you guys, but and hopefully come back stronger in October, because that's the only thing I can do. But I'm just happy, you know, that I've been able to survive the month. It was scary, stressful, Jesus, I literally stressed all month. I think my mental health also took a really big hit, and I think that was one of the reasons why I felt the burnout stronger than usual. But I'm fine again. I feel like I'm getting back into like, okay, I can't be ignoring my finances, because I'm like, if I'm overspending, that can go into some serious danger territory, and we're not trying to be there. And then just being overwhelmed with how like the holidays are approaching too. I think like I said, for October I kind of want to switch that mindset of just saving and just be like, you know what, I want to do this for fun because of this month, I want to do this for fun because of this month, and if there's room, then all of that will be dumped into savings. Because I know a lot of people were like, pay yourself first, pay yourself first. And even though we do, it's just like, you know what, sometimes it's alright if you want to have more fun than, you know, saving like 20 grand for, you know, expenses. At least in my opinion, because I live in California. But anywho, I'm done ranting. I'll catch you guys in my next video, which would be my September closeout, because September has gone and there's nothing I can do, and I'm not backtracking. And reality is that no one's perfect. Finances get pushed back. They get put in the back burner, and sometimes we just want to like have a reset and just not think about them and start fresh all over again. So if you're here in the same boat with me, just know that, you know, October's a new month, fresh start, new budgets, new mindsets, new goals, and we got this. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye, you guys.